Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this, and this is going to be one of those long ones where I just rant about like a couple of videos worth of shit in one go. Yes, I did cut my hair. I know I look beautiful. But as we get into summer, that the fucking mohawk, man, it's not worth it. Because I'm a perfectionist, and if it's not perfect in my world, I'll wear a beanie. Because otherwise I look like a lesbian. So I decided to shave it off. I'll probably grow it back. So yeah, there's that. So get over it. But yeah, in this I thought I would just rattle on about a few things that have been pissing me off and what I've been playing, what I've been doing. And at the moment, I figured out, so hopefully that clicking noise, which was in the other video, is gone. I think I know what happened, because apparently they fucking released a firmware update for the audio interface that I use, and that threw it all out of whack, which is something I've never understood about firmware. Why, when there's one released, I start getting problems? I didn't have those problems to begin with. Does it know that it needs a firmware update? It's like, fuck, we better force this cunt into getting it by fucking up. I think it's just, I've never been able to understand it. So that happened. So I'm assuming that it's better now, and it's hot as fuck today, here in the great state of New South Wales. So that's fun. So I've just been playing Skyrim pretty much since I got it. But we'll get into that a little bit later. If you don't know, it is currently PAX, which is the Penny Arcade Expo in the great city of Melbourne, which is down that way. And I'm not there. I refuse to go because I don't understand why you would have a massive big thing in Melbourne Cup week. We've been through this 1,000 times. It's stupid. So you would have to book and pay a premium months ahead. And I haven't got that dedication, and I can't be bothered. I would like to go, but then part of me also, I get really angry at those things, which is kind of the premise of most of what I'll be talking about, and that's YouTube gaming panels, which I can't stand. We'll get into that in a little bit because they do a lot of panels down there. But it definitely, I've never been to a PAX, but it definitely seems more of not necessarily a true gaming thing. It's more of a nerd thing, and it seems to generate, a lot of buzz and a lot of actual decent things, unlike the EB Games Expo, where you have to go and avoid getting touched and grabbed and called a faggot by the managers. So that's fun. Although you might be into that. I'm not. So that's why I don't go to the EB Games Expo anymore. That, and I'm not paying for a ticket. Fuck you. So yeah, I thought I would go on a bit of a ramble about fucking YouTube gaming, Australian YouTube gamers giving advice, because I've been at the EB Expo. They had they had panels, obviously, and a lot of those were community based. So if you were like in the community, as maybe you worked at a video game company doing their community management, or you were a Twitch streamer, although that's pretty much a new thing. But back in the day, if you were a YouTuber or you had a community website or whatever, they'd give you a panel, which I'm slowly learning is just, fuck you, my friend runs the place so I can get on a panel. That's pretty much all it's come down to, and we'll get into that in a little bit later again. There was a YouTube video gaming one. Now yes, and salty that I'm not on them, although I'm not worthy because I've got like fucking 15,000 subscribers and I'm a drop in the bucket and no one gives a shit about me. But I think since I'm the antithesis of everything, it would be very entertaining to have someone like me on there calling their fucking bullshit, because it irritates me. You got 4 or 5 dudes and gals that have been doing YouTube, and we all know who I'm going to be talking about, but I like him. He's a real champ, you could say. That get up there and just turn off telephone. Sorry about that. My unprofessionalism knows no bounds. I completely forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, they get up there and they just say the same old lies. You've got people there that legitimately want to know, like, how did you get into doing YouTube? What have you got? Any tips? Have you got any tricks? Have you got any? What should I do? What should I look forward to? What should I look out for? How can I make my videos more popular, etc., etc., etc. The people that generally want to know. And if you ask me, I will give you the honest truth, because that's what I'm about. I'm not going to start bullshitting like they do. And they go, just be yourself and do original content and like be creative and the views will come. These are the same people that upload, oh my god, hot chick plays Call of Duty. Oh my god, hot chick plays X, Y, and Z. Or screen, like fucking the thumbnail cheats. And we're all guilty of it to a certain extent, some more so than others. And they fucking have rorted the system for years, back when you would upload and then and then like hide it and then upload it again somehow, and that would boost you to the top, or giveaways or competitions or fucking liking and favoriting. We've talked about this to shit's end. But if you're asking them a question, I think that they should give you that honest answer. And they fucking avoid it at all costs. It's like they've been given a PR summary of like what not to talk about, like a fucking press release going, do not fucking talk about this. It's like they're reading off a script, and it's embarrassing. And it's always the same. Just be yourself and like be creative. And yes, I will agree that can work. But you've got a bunch of people fucking that have been wrought in the system and doing all these little things and all these other things that they refuse to talk about. And they never mention the big one, which is riding on fucking trends. If you go back and look at anyone's YouTube, especially gamers, you'll see that many years ago, it was gameplay, gameplay, gameplay. We need to upload as much fucking Call of Duty gameplay as humanly possible. Then everyone got sick of that, so it was competition, 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 competition. And you can see a lot of the Call of Duty commentators out there that I can't name off the top of my head, because I haven't heard or followed them for fucking years, went into giving away shit. Then that dried up. And then the next big thing was, oh, this is my life, and these are my kids, and this is my dog, and this is my wife and her titties. And then that everyone kind of got bored of that shit, and then it went to fucking, what are we up to? Hang on, what came after that? Oh, and then obviously you've got the big thing of like, luckily we were in the right place at the right time, a lot of these people, when the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 weren't even announced yet, but they were rumored. And it was all Xbox 720 has a controller. Find out next week on other rumors about the Xbox 720. So, you know, you have to dick ride the new releases really hard, which is kind of what a lot of them doing with the Oculus or the Vive or the PSVR. And then they've gone from, you know, dick riding that to other trends that fucking scare pranks, competition thingies. Oh, I'm doing this sponsored video where I'm driving. It's just, you know what I mean? It's as long as you can ride them trends, you'll be right. And you can go back and you can have a look at even my videos, because I'm guilty of it too. Everyone is. You can see that trend, and you can see the trends come and die off. Come and, oh, here's heaps of gameplay. Oh, here's heaps of competitions. Oh, here's heaps of fucking, you know, news about stuff. Here's heaps of this, and this. And they never talk about it. It's like, just be yourself. And it's that for fucking 3.5 hours, which is a load of bullshit. And you've got people up there that are blatant fucking title and thumbnail cheats. And they're like, oh, don't do this, guys. That's bad, okay? Fuck them. They are crooks. And they will not tell you the honest answers, but I will. And that's how you make it on the YouTubes. Or you can just try and be yourself and do crappy videos in your back room when you get bored. It's up to you. But that's how I would tackle that if ever I was asked on a panel, which are the biggest wastes of time. If I look, because last year they had a lot, then I whinged about it and people had to whinge at me back. Like some of the panels I can, like if you've got, like they've got Major Nelson there from Xbox, which is pretty cool. They also had Phil Spencer from Xbox at the EB Games Expo. Like that's cool because we don't get a lot of that kind of stuff down here. I went and Ed Boon was there once. Oh, this is the EB Expo. David Jaffe, I think. Like composers that do soundtracks, voice actors, stuff like that is fun because that's like a behind the scenes, and these are the people that are working and doing stuff. But then you've got whoever's organizing it, their friends somehow get on a panel to discuss just complete inane bullshit that makes no sense. Like there's, we need more diversity in video games. Like there is somebody or some group saying, no, we don't need more diversity in video games. It's fucking stupid. Of course we need more diversity. You need more diversity in everything. As fucking, you know, great companies show, the more diversity you have, the better you will be at whatever it is you're trying to do because you can appeal to more mass markets. No one is saying we don't need more diversity in video games or whatever. Oh, you know, look at how crappy my life was and I found video games and now I'm happy and doing a panel. Who fucking cares? There was one that started, I believe, last year about mental illness in video game. And, mental illness. What was it? It was just like in general, like, it's a bunch of nerds and they must have mental illness. Let's do a panel on how we handle mental illness. I believe everyone's got mental illness of some description. It's just called being a human. And the depths of that is different for everyone. I understand that. But I would assume that people with mental illness, that's bad, you know, especially like the anxieties and stuff, they're going to PAX or EB Expo or Games Things or Comic-Con or whatever to try to escape that and get, you know, meet other people that they, you know, have similar interests with. I don't think they want to be reminded of, hey, you're a fucking weird cunt with mental illness. Let's have a big discussion about how it's normal and how it's this, which it is. But why not? Why is that relevant for PAX? They had, I think they're doing it again this year with no medical professionals, which is just completely pointless. If they're going to do it and have medical professionals, it's just weird to me. It really is weird. I don't think I would want to go. Like, I've got anxiety about I got to be at things on time, otherwise I panic. So if I'm going to the doctors or anything and I'm not there like 20 minutes ahead of schedule, I'll be freaking out. Like, I'm not fucking going. I can't do it. Not going. I don't want to go somewhere and be reminded of that because I'm, having a fun time at PAX or I'm with my friends or I'm meeting new people. Why go and fucking be so introspective? Makes no sense to me. It really doesn't, half these panels. But when you promise all your friends a gig, you kind of have to deliver, I suppose. So yeah, panels, they're really a waste of time unless they've got a big draw on them because they'll fucking just bullshit to you and it's just a bunch of people's friends up there on a stage having a grand old time. And it's just, again, a lot of those examples that I just rattled off are obviously people using a panel to their own fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't remember it now. For their own, oh, damn it, I had a good word for it and I've completely forgot it. To push their own agendas, that's the word, and it's so obvious. Like, we need more diversity in video games. Like, who is saying we don't need more diversity? The only reason people do that shit is so they can fucking start getting hyped up and get angry and push their own personal agenda. No one sensible is saying, oh no, we need more white straight males in video games. It's ridiculous. So why have a panel about that? What is that going to achieve? And not only that, but the fucking huge number of social justice warriors that would be going to PAX probably just go there and start arguing with each other anyway. It's a complete waste of time. Stop trying to push agendas at your crappy PAX panels. Oh. In case you haven't realised, I'm very anti-panel. I don't get it. You're there, go meet some new friends, play some games, play some tabletop games, go watch nerd things. Don't go to panels. Unless, like, fucking someone cool's there, which chances are it's going to be happening a few times and then the rest are just shite. So that's my rant about panels and how I don't like them or trust anyone that's on them and have zero respect for pretty much everyone. Anyway, new topic. What have I been playing? I have been playing The Elder Scrolls Skyrim because I bought the remaster, which a lot of people have been shitting their pants over going, but it's 30 frames! I don't know, like, I talked to Tanner and Aaron about this during the week when they were over, and I'm like, people have been bitching about Skyrim being 30 frames and like Fallout 4 looked like shit, and granted they're running on old tech, fair and on old software, old engines, but then you've got like people having a whinge that the Xbox will be able to do 4K. Hang on, no, true 4K was PlayStation Neo or whatever it's called, will upscale, and then but the Xbox One can only do like 964p and stuff like this. At the end of the day, I think I'm in what I thought was the majority, but apparently is now the minority, of people that kind of live in the game that how do I describe it? If I'm playing Super Mario 64 and I'm so immersed in it, that looks fucking amazing to me. It's the same with like Fallout New Vegas, and when everyone was saying it looked like shit, but I was playing it, and in that moment, in that time, it looked amazing to me. Like, it didn't look like Uncharted, but it wasn't shit. Now it looks like absolute dog shit. I can appreciate that. But now I'm playing Skyrim again, and I'm like, oh yeah, this looks fine. I'm not playing Skyrim to make it look perfect. If I wanted to do that, I would go and play it on PC, which you always have the option to if you really care about graphics, but I don't. It's like Fallout 4 looked fine. I'm not a big graphic whore, and I can't really tell. Probably because I don't know. I don't Google what frame rates it's running at and what this, and that. I mean, you can tell the difference between 30 and 60 frames, but it's not like a killer to me. Like, if you're running at 30 frames, fine, I guess. It's just not as smooth, but I'm not going to go out and have a whinge or fucking, X, Y, and Z. And everyone's saying that the PC mods are so much better for Skyrim, the base game than the remake on console and stuff. Well, that's great. If you're into that, go for it. I'm not, because I can't be bothered, and I'm not a big graphics whore. But if you pump like thousands of dollars into a kick-ass machine and a massive monitor that does 4K, it's going to look amazing, and you should take advantage of that. But I just kind of live in the moment, and everything normally looks fine to me. Like, Mafia was different, but it was just unfinished, if you know what I mean. Like, that looked like shite. Very blurry. So yeah, and that's my little rant about that. But yeah, I've been playing Mafia. Mafia, you idiot. Skyrim, which I really thought I'd play a little bit and kind of go, oh yeah, I remember playing this and like give up. But no, I'm so into it, it's not even funny. I'm probably more into it now than when I played it on 360. So that's fun because there is nothing else coming out that I care about. I'm kind of tempted to get. I probably will get Dishonored because I played Dishonored on 360 and wasn't that big of a fan. But then I played it again on Xbox One and really liked it. So I think I might pick it up because it is a pretty good game. The first one was really good. I did enjoy it the second time around because I didn't rush through it. I tend to, like, when I get, because I'm not really a first-person stealth, and this doesn't really appeal to me. So when I get a game that I'm not familiar with, I'll kind of try and rush through it and then get the shits and won't play it again. But then if I take my time, I definitely appreciate it more. And I think that would definitely be the case with Metal Gear. Like, fucking, I went into Metal Gear just hating the shit out of it because of what Metal Gear 4, the one on the PlayStation 3, did to me. So if I took the time, I'd probably actually really like Metal Gear because it sounds like my kind of game. But it's just a mental barrier, I suppose. So yeah, Skyrim's really fun. I kind of made the mistake of playing the fucking vampire DLC to begin with because I got lost and confused. And he's like, oh, I'm going to turn you into a vampire now. I'm like, but I don't want to be a vampire. I'm like, fuck, I'm going to have to just continue with it. So I don't know where that's going because I didn't play any of the DLCs on 360. So that's new. I built a house, which was fun. I didn't think it would be, but like I took probably like 6 hours of the day not doing any quests, just going, I need to get wood, and like I figured out how you can use the lumber mill, but it would never give me any wood, so I still had to end up fucking paying for it. So I blew like 10,000 gold on wood. It's weird. I really like the mechanic in that, but I don't like it in New Vegas. Not Vegas. Fallout 4. So that was weird. So yeah, probably get Dishonored. Call of Duty looks like absolute shite. Same with Battlefield. I mean, I'll probably pick Battlefield up one day just to play through the single player. It was at Target, Big W the other day, and it was $69. And when I see a video game for like $69, my brain's like, buy it, because it's like a new thing for $69. But I didn't. I had some willpower. That, and I was already decided I was going to get Skyrim. Which was $59 at Big W, which I thought was very impressive. Other things I've been playing, the final level of Hitman came out, and I think I'm completely burnt out on Hitman. I do think that the episodic method works great for Hitman, I will admit. I'm not a big fan of episodic content, but I think for Hitman it works, because you can fucking beat the Hitman level in 30 seconds. If you really wanted to. And knowing me, I would do that, and then go to the next level, 30 seconds, go to the next level, 30 seconds, and go, well, fuck this, I'm over it. But because you get a level every 1 month or 2 months, you just keep playing it, and it's a lot more fun that way to do all the different kills and all that stuff. So, yeah, but the Japanese level, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of. You can't beat... Sapienza was by far the best. The others were okay. I don't know. But yes, I'm looking forward to Season 2. I don't know when that's going to start. I'm assuming next year, probably. Because really, it must be good for the developers to then just make like a small game world, really flesh it out and release it, and then do the same, as opposed to having... I mean, obviously it's different than a Skyrim game where you've got the whole world, but if you... I don't know. I'm not a video game developer, in case you were wondering. And nor do I plan to. A lot of people, why don't you make video games? Because it's fucking hard, and I don't... No, thank you. No, thank you. I will be a critic of other people's work. Thank you very much. So yeah, if you're still with me, I appreciate it. I hope you went and got a drink and sat down and put me on a tablet while you were playing video games. I don't know why you would watch this. Just listen to me. I'm happy with that. Tell me your thoughts on stuff. There's a few questions you guys asked that I do want to get around to answering. So we'll get into that later. I'm assuming I want to leave them for like my standing up in the corner videos, more than anything else. What else is there? There's nothing really. PlayStation, I haven't played anything. The fucking Jackbox Party Pack 3 is still not on fucking Xbox. It's weird. Jackbox Party Pack 1 is. Jackbox Party Pack 2 isn't. That's on PlayStation 4. And they said that they're going to fix it and put both of them, number 2 and number 3, on the Xbox, but I can't. It's still not there. Both of them. So let's give me the shits. The free Xbox game, the baseball one, I've been playing the shit out of. I don't know why. I have got no idea about baseball, and I've kind of been learning it while like watching YouTube videos. I'm like, fuck, this game is weird. There are a few things in it that don't that make no sense to me. But I can understand the draw of the sport definitely more than fucking gridiron. So yeah, the cricket's starting back up again. If you like watching it, I don't anymore. I used to back in the day, but now I couldn't give a shit. I think it's Australia versus South Africa. South Africa. So yeah, don't really care. That's about it. I'm sure there's more to talk about. What else is going on in video games I can think of off the top of my head? Titanfall came out. I don't understand why you would release fucking EA are so pathetically scared of Call of Duty still that it's just sad. They always have been afraid of Call of Duty by launching like a month ahead, but now they're like, fuck, we just released Battlefield and we've got Titanfall too. Better release it the day after. What the fuck? And they wonder why it's getting such shit sales, apparently. I don't know. Maybe they were thinking that they're so polar opposite that they'll sell regardless, but fuck, like if you've only got enough money, and a lot of people do, or you're only getting one Christmas game or X, Y, and Z, of course you're going to go Battlefield. I would go Battlefield probably over Titanfall, because Titanfall 1 was okay, but it just had no fucking depth, really. I mean, yeah, they've added a single player, but who wants to play that? I think they would be better off not having a single player, fleshing out the multiplayer and making it a bit cheaper, but that's EA and they're never going to do it. Apparently there was a Mass Effect trailer that dropped. I can't watch it at all. I just get fucking pissed off. I'm still upset about the name Andromeda. I don't care. Oh, Kieran, you got to get over it. No, it's bullshit. You've got a whole fucking lore of your video game that you've created and all this world and all this shit, and you fucking call it Andromeda. I just think that's going to be indicative of the quality, and it's like, I'll feel so raped, because that's probably like my favorite series of all time, so fuck. What else? The Red Dead Redemption trailer, which was just pretty much Rockstar with their dick out going, oh yeah, look at what we can fucking do. There was no detail in it. Some idiot on fucking Kotaku had this big rant about how there's only one woman in the fucking trailer, and how if they want to be a good Western game, they have to put more women in it because fucking all these women in Western movies. I'm thinking, oh god, it's just, people try so hard to just stir people up like me, and it fucking works, and I can't stand it, because that irritates the shit out of me. Like, again, no one's saying Red Dead Redemption doesn't need women. No one's saying I don't want any women in Red Dead Redemption. Idiots on the internet do, but they don't count. They're non-contributing zeros anyway. They probably won't even fucking buy the game. And they're like 12. So get over it. But so it irritates me a little bit. And that's another one of those panels I can't stand, like Women in Video Game or the Women in Video Game Awards. Like, isn't it a bit patronizing? Like, I understand that, like, you could make the argument, alright, let me make the argument of going, there's not enough black people that work in video games. So let's have the Black People in Video Games Award. Like, how patronizing would that be? Or there's not enough Jews in, like, let's give them a gold star. That's actually a bad example. A little bit of comedy for you. You know, it's just, like, I think I would feel patronized. Like, what's a female, like, child caring or teach? I don't know. I'm assuming they would be like nursing or something, and I got a male in nursing. Or I'm like, I don't want an award for being a male. I don't know. Maybe I just think differently, or maybe they see it as more of like, yeah, it's not really an award for me, but the whole gender. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't. I would feel patronized. Like, if they had an award for unbelievably sexy dudes that used to have mohawks and I won one, like, I'm just, you know, it's patronizing. It is. So yeah, Red Dead Redemption, it's going to be good. It's a Rockstar game. Although I thought it was going to be a legit Grand Theft Auto Online pack, which I can't believe how are you idiots still playing fucking Grand Theft Auto Online? I gave up like after like 20 minutes. You killed Marcus and destroyed his car. Here, you're in the shit fucking lobby, and you have to give like 20 grand over to pay for his car. Like, wow, this is fun. This is what I like to play Grand Theft Auto Online for. To play it like The Sims. Fuck you, I'm done. I don't know how. The heists were complete garbage after waiting, 2 years? No, hang on. It was 2 years, I think. Fuck that. It's not worth it. What else came out that I have zero interest in playing? Titanfall, no interest. I was thinking about like my favorite games this year. I mean, it's been kind of a crappy year, kind of, for games. Maybe not. I don't know. I always have amnesia about what has and what hasn't come out this year. I think that probably Deus Ex would probably be my favorite game so far this year. Simply because I wasn't expecting, like, everyone just said, especially Marcus, you gotta go get Deus Ex, you gotta get Deus Ex. Like, fuck it, I'll get it. I never played the first one. Hang on, is it the first one? I'm unsure if it's one of those weird ones that go back to the 90s. Anyway, Human Revolution. Or is that Mankind Divide? I don't know, anyway. The one that came out before. I played that for like 5 minutes and wasn't into it at all. And then I picked it up again, completely forgetting that I played the other one for like 5 minutes. And I put it in, I'm like, is this really a fucking first-person stealth game? I thought it was third-person. And it was fucking so... I was so happy that I liked it as much as I did. Like, it was amazing. And if you haven't played it, you should probably go and pick it up, because it's probably going to be my game of the year. Because I can't remember anything else besides Uncharted that came out this year. And Uncharted, like, it's fine. It's just more Uncharted. It didn't surprise me as much as Deus Ex, which will probably push Deus Ex over the line, if you will. So yeah, that's really about it. If you are at PAX, I hope you're having a blast. Hope you're not going to too many of these agenda-pushing panels. Just get out there and play some games, or look at some comics, or whatever tickles your fancy. If you are there and there is something I should check out gaming-wise, do let me know. Like indie stuff. I play. I don't know. I will if it's decent. I'll pick it up. And play it, considering there's not much coming out for a while. So that's pretty much it. Until next time, tell me what you guys think about everything I said, or whatever. Until next time, rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm out. Au revoir.